Hold up.
I hope you're having a great day and I hope you had a great weekend. Well, it's the beginning of a new week today, and we're going to talk about a topic that plagues millions and millions of people across the world. And all of us go through it as well. We go through stress. The first thing about stress is that we need to stop seeing stress as something negative. Stress is actually great for us. Stress is good for our immune system. Stress is good for everything. It's a survival mechanism built into us. The problem is everyone sees stress as something negative. So whenever you see something as negative or think of something as negative, we have a negative feeling, we have a negative experience, we have a negative behavior. The problem with stress is not stress, it's the way we relate to stress. Each of us choose the way we want to relate to a person, a thing, or an event. Now, while we say short-term stress is great for our health and great for us, it's what gets us up to go to work every day, work on that project, work on that business idea, put in that extra effort to build a beautiful life for ourselves, our families, our loved ones. That's all driven by stress. If you didn't have the stress, or if you didn't have the motive to make money, okay, or to educate yourself or do something, stress is a good thing to kind of motivate us to do these things, inspire us to do these things. The stress that I'm talking about that is damaging to your heart, damaging to your brain, damaging to your kidney, your liver, trillions of cells in the human body, is chronic stress. When you take that stress and you allow it to play on over and over in your heart, in your mind, you allow the words that people say to you, the hurt of the past, the betrayal of the past, okay, the loss, the grief, you allow that to play a role every single minute and hour of the day. So now your body is constantly plagued by stress. Because you have chronic stress, your adrenaline is high, your cortisol is high, your estrogen goes high, your testosterone falls down. You're in the fight and flight response, which we're not meant to be for long periods of time. We can be in the fight and flight response for a short period of time. That's great for us. But when it becomes chronic, everything gets affected, from digestion to your skin to your hair to rapidly aging and all of these things. In fact, today, most cardiac surgeons, most doctors, most oncologists that we work with tell their patients that stress is your biggest enemy. Learn how to deal with it. Learn how to disengage from it. It's difficult, but it isn't impossible. When we know that stress is the root cause of most inflammatory diseases, which are almost every single disease, what are we doing about it? A better nutrition plan cannot undo the damage done by chronic stress. Sleeping deeper at night cannot undo the damage done by chronic stress. Exercising more cannot undo the damage done by chronic stress. We have to do self-work. We have to own and build our own inner peace. We have to learn how to relax, how to slow down, and how to immediately learn with our breath how to relax ourselves. So the stress might still be in your life, nothing's changed, but at least your cortisol levels, your adrenaline levels all come down so that your body can come back to homeostasis, where repair, rejuvenation, and all the magic and intelligence of the body works for you. We're not going to talk about a breathing technique today. I'm going to give each of ourselves a little bit of homework. It's nice homework. You got to do it, and then you got to practice it. This is a beautiful technique that we use with our patients all over the world to help them relax, to help them to kind of, instantly reduce anxiety when they're feeling low. Because we know that if you're already sick, you got cancer, you got high blood pressure, you have cardiac problems, any amount of stress that prolongs longer than required is damaging you further. And not even your allopathic medicine can undo that damage. So how do we relax? Here's your homework. All of us have a phone. Every single one of us have a phone. Some of us may be on Apple, iTunes, some of us may be on Spotify, some of us may be on both. I want all of us today, over the next couple of days, to make 4 or 5 playlists. What is a playlist? Playlist 1 could be all your favorite songs that you enjoyed when you were growing up, when you were a child, the music that your parents played that you liked when you were a teenager. So one playlist is all of the songs that remind you of your childhood or your teenage years. Another one could be all the love songs that you grew up on or that you still love. The third playlist, we got to make all these playlists. The third, I want you to select something that is only instrumental. It could be piano, it could be classical, it could be jazz, no words, no lyrics, just music. If you're not used to listening to that kind of music, explore. Because remember, every time you explore new music or you explore anything new in life, your brain makes new connections. And every time you make new connections and new memories, guess what? That's a tonic for great brain health. That's what helps us to prevent cognitive brain decline as well. So experience something new. We're all very comfortable with the things we like, but sometimes it's okay to go out of the box and try to experience new kinds of music or whatever it is. Okay, the next playlist could be music that you love when you feel low. All of us have our favorite songs when we feel low or something like that. So you're going to make about 4 to 5 playlists. It's up to you. Each playlist could be 5 songs or 6 songs or 7 songs. It's up to you. Okay, how long you want to keep each playlist. Now, here's how you do the exercise. Okay, let's say you make the playlist today. You make one of them anytime in the day, or preferably before you sleep. Because anyway, we're trying to keep our gadgets off. But now you say, Luke, my music's on the phone. It can still be on the phone. You have headphones, you have earbuds. You don't have to look at your screen. You just got to put on your playlist and close your eyes. All right? Now you can take playlist 1 of your choice. Close your eyes. You can sit down. You can lie down. And I want you to be so into the music, okay? Into the lyrics. If you find your mind, moving in with the emotions of the lyrics, it's absolutely fine. But I want you to mindfully listen to that playlist. And as you're listening to that playlist, how do you feel? Okay, be very mindful about how you feel. Are you connecting with the rhythm of the song? Are you connecting with the bass? Are you connecting with the mids, with the trebles, with the vocals, with the voice? Are you feeling the emotions in the lyrics? Are you feeling the emotion in the artist's voice? Do this very mindfully. The very fact of listening to music that you like will drop your cortisol and adrenaline, but it'll do a lot more than that. Every time, especially when you listen to a playlist of old songs, when I say old songs, I mean songs that you grew up on. When you listen to the songs that you dance to in clubs and stuff like that, all of this makes the brain go back into your memory, which is very, very important, especially when we want to keep our brains healthy and young. This is particularly important for people going through dementia, Parkinson's, early stage, late stage, Alzheimer's. It's great for all of us. Okay, music made you happy when you were small, when you were a kid. You put on kids' favorite music, they dance without having to be told. It does the same thing to us even 10, 15, 20, 30 years later. Okay, so night 1 is playlist 1. Night 2 will be playlist number 2 or playlist number 3. I want you to go through 3 to 4 to 5 different playlists. Okay, you want to kind of rejuvenate every one of those neurons in your brain. At the same time, you want to integrate feeling, emotion, frequency, vibration, rhythm, all of it together. This by far is a very, very powerful way to relax instantly. A lot of people love to meditate. A lot of people don't and cannot meditate. That's okay. You don't always have to find only the benefits of meditation in meditation. You can find it in reflection and silence and a hobby, and music is powerful. Because remember, all of our cells are vibrating at a particular frequency. When we get them to vibrate with the frequency of a song that we like, okay, the kind of healing that you create in your body is extraordinary. And that's why music therapy today is now scientifically and medically documented in its role with cancer patients, Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, and it just helps you move to the parasympathetic nervous system, which is rest and digest. The nervous system that most of us should be living most of our day and night in, because that's where the magic and the intelligence of the body really, really happens, in the parasympathetic nervous system. Now, let's say you're in a car, you have a long drive, or you're in an airplane. You can do the same thing, but try to do it mindfully. Keep your eyes closed and mindfully listen to music. Sometimes when you mindfully listen to the songs that you've played 100 times, you'll still find new sounds or new tunes or something new in that song when you do it mindfully. So this is your homework for this week. We have to constantly find ways to help us relax, especially in a world today when we move on from one stressor to another. We're watching the news, we're reading the newspapers, we're looking at social media, feeling more and more inadequate with everything happening around us. It is our duty to help our bodies relax, because only when our body is in a state of complete relaxation can any disease actually begin to heal or recover. Can you also enforce something called prevention, because your immune system is stronger. It's better trained when you're more relaxed. Remember, your immune system is like the army, soldiers. There's the Navy, there's the Air Force, all of it together. If they don't rest, they cannot fight. The same thing with your immune system. If you cannot learn to relax your immune system, it cannot grow strong, and it cannot be well trained to fight viruses, bacteria, pathogens, germs, and all of that stuff. So all of you may already have those playlists, but sometimes it's fun to make them according to every emotion. You know, some people have strange playlists. Like when I was growing up, I had a playlist of, you know, sad songs that I would want to play when I'm sad. I would have songs which would make me happy. It's different for everyone. Make those playlists. Go back to the favorite songs that you had when you were growing up, because playing music which is old, which when I mean it's old when you were growing up, is excellent for your brain health. It just makes you feel happy no matter what's going on in your life. And you have your phone with you everywhere. So you have the ability of those playlists to help you relax whenever you need it. Remember the power of music, the power of rhythm. And that's why the circadian rhythm works so well, because everything, including nature, we're products of nature, work on the principle of rhythm. You find rhythm in music. You find rhythm in your heart rate and your pulse rate. You find rhythm everywhere in nature. The sunrise, the sunset, the moon, full moon, no moon. There's rhythm everywhere. When we're aligned with rhythm, there's harmony. When we're misaligned with rhythm, there's disharmony and disease. Have a great week, everyone. Until next time, eat smart, move more, sleep right, breathe deep, and remember, you care. It's all about you.